How do you professionally say, I'm not redoing my work? If you think there is enough additional value to be gained, I can make the changes you requested. The trade-off will be X/Y/Z project being pushed back to next week. We need more information. Are you an artist? Are you a consultant? And the lead asked you to redo something? As somebody who was told by HR at my last employee review that I had 4 different number 1 priorities, I told them, how can I have 4 different number 1 priorities? What would you specifically like me to prioritize, and what are you willing to lax on? Be clear and concise. My work was completed as requested. If more work needs to be done, please let me know. But I met the requirements for the work that is completed. Thanks. I've completed the task as requested. Please let me know which specific requirements weren't met so I can address them going forward. But the current version stands as final. Context is necessary. Tiling a bathroom floor, you eyeball the spacing between tiles, and it comes out looking like shit? You're absolutely redoing it. Running an Excel spreadsheet to graph a series of tables and data, and someone is nitpicking details that don't affect the final output. Sorry, I need to move on to my next project. That's out of scope. We can res-cope if you like. This meets with the product spec agreed to at the beginning of the project. We can change the spec, but that will throw out the schedule and cost estimates. You don't. You get paid for 8-hour day. If they want you to spend your time on something you feel is ridiculous, that's on them. But set priorities. Do you want me to spend my time redoing this or working on the next thing? What's the priority? You don't, and why would you care? You're paid to be there, and if it's not redoing the work you already did, then it'll just be other work. Seems like a pointless argument to have with your boss. Why are you being asked to redo your work? Does it not meet the requirements given by the client before starting work? Should there have been times where you should have gotten input early on but didn't? Did it get rejected by a government agency? In being professional, you need to respond to the reason why you're being asked to redo something. Professionals don't say no, they present trade-offs and costs. At the same time, professionals don't make demands, they provide direction. Sometimes it is not worth your time to meet unprofessionalism with professionalism. Some unprofessional leaders or clients just need to be told no to remind them that you get what you give. Situations vary. I'm an honest person. I have no delusions about how good or bad I am. I know I'm not the best, but I also know not to go out my depth on something. If someone's not satisfied, I simply tell them to go elsewhere, because I'm as honest as can be upfront. There's never been a case where someone's gone elsewhere and be told that I fucked something up. There have been some cases where there are better options, but if those customers were willing to pay for the top people on the field, they'd have gone. What's your work? Drafting estate planning documents? Altering/fitting wedding dresses? Proctology? Sure man, sucks for you, but I'ma go get a bong and smoke hella weed in my car. Based on the requirements provided, the item delivered meets what was specified. If there is any additional asks, feel free to specify them, and we will prioritize them against our other work based on priority. The trick is to first make sure they agree that the ask was met. This is new scope. If you can't do that, then you're probably the problem. Then, you want to make sure you give them an opportunity to see that there is still options, and you can circle back to see if that is something you will. Shit, gimme 30 minutes for a toilet and smoke at least and some coffee. Helena, I'll be back home later. After conducting a broader contextual review of the current request relative to the original project framework, deliverable assumptions, and prior alignment discussions, my assessment is that a wholesale redevelopment effort would introduce a significant degree of process redundancy without a clearly proportional operational benefit. The existing work product was developed within the parameters, timelines, and strategic guidance established during the initial execution cycle, and therefore Connie. I'm seeing a whole lot of comments without anyone suggesting change order. That's assuming it's for client. If this is towards your manager, you should probably redo the work until they're satisfied. I stand by the work I've already done. Once replied per my last email, and my manager called me into her office. Apparently that's corporate for "can you read?" Nah. No, I'm not redoing my work. And then explain why. If you're going to refuse work and are willing to accept termination for not doing the work, then just say what you mean. If you are not willing to lose the job, then suck it up and do the work you're getting paid for. We really need to stop with this idea that professional means beating around the bush and not being forthright and clear with our communication. "I'm not doing that" isn't an insult. It isn't impolite. It's clarity. "You think you can do better? Show me how." I'm not sure it qualifies as professional, but it normally makes my boss shut up and leave me alone. I believe this is the best solution for our use case. You don't. You wait 24 hours and then resubmit the original work with some superficial or format changes.